well known as an articulate, non-corrupt, and outspoken Muslim leader for Muslims and non-Muslims alike. Brothers and sisters, please welcome Brother Anwar Ibrahim, former Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia.
الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين وأصلي وأسلم على رسوله الكريم وعلى أصحابه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And a very good evening, friends. May I begin by expressing my profound thanks and gratitude to my dear respected friend and a great Da'i, Dr. Zakir Naik, for his initiative, taking us forward, presenting with confidence the message of Islam for peace, for moderation. وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. We must enjoin to do good, to reject evil, misdeeds, corruption and repression in all its forms, manifestations. Then we can claim to be able to represent the message of good and to be included and recognized by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as those performing a good task. There must be among us those who spread the message for truth, for justice, calls upon Muslims and non-Muslims alike to believe and remain consistent in their actions, and may Allah reward us and give us His blessings, include us in this muflihun. For us Muslims, we believe profoundly so that Islam is a message for humanity. There is of course a disconnect, a contradiction, because what is projected and promoted, partly because of the prejudice of the West, partly because of the faults of the Muslims themselves. If it's something injustice perpetrated by the West, it is an injustice. Similarly, if it is an injustice perpetrated by Muslims themselves, it cannot be condoned. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. That the Prophet is sent to us to give rahmah, blessing to mankind. It's not justice for the Muslims and not to the rest. It's not justice for one country and condemn the rest. That is why, as a matter of principle, we reject any form of colonial rule, imperialism, or control of countries through the sheer force and might of power, like what is happening throughout the world today. If we talk about basic human rights, it's the same right that you talk about 1,400 years ago, and you don't compromise on this basic right, on the freedom of conscience, freedom of expression, independent judiciary, and the rule of law. So, do we Muslims need to wait another 200 years before giving basic rights to our people? Before gender equality? Before stopping these excesses of rampant endemic corruption and treating our citizens as half slaves? Certainly this is not acceptable.